Going to start the broadcast here, but we're going to properly end that because those are the wrong slides. And let me come over here. Open that PowerPoint. And could you plug this in? And we're going to do slideshow from beginning. There we go. And then we should be able to go back here, and I should be able to share my screen. Window this. That's fine. So can you see my screen?
Yep, looks good. And I guess I'm just going to send you the both of the videos that we will share.
Just send me that, and then I'll get that going here.
We have 2 of them for the
special thing. Yes.
Yeah.
What order do you want to do them in? The one that I wanted to do first, followed by this other one you just sent me?
Yeah, do the rocket one.
Be cryptic, man. Be cryptic.
Yeah, do the rocket one.
I see that you sent me this one on Twitter. Do you have the source of that video?
Sorry about that. Yeah, let me send you the actual video.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. Looks like we're getting more people in here now. We've got 13, which is wonderful. And I'm going to upload these to our work drive here. Oh, what a day, Chris.
It's already been a day, hasn't it?
It has been a definite freaking day.
I'm with you.
Upload from my computer. Let me choose the PowerPoint slides for today. So those are uploading. And then we need to also upload to the work drive these videos that you sent me.
Yeah, the other one is about halfway. It's almost there.
Okay, good. And that should make everybody happy because we have some nice little videos. Or it might not make them happy. Who knows? People are the way they are. Telegram desktop, and copy this. Go back over here. New file, paste, and we want sort by what? Sort by date. Sort by date. And there it is right there. All right, so that one's now uploading to work drive. And now you're almost done with the other download there.
Yep. Very close.
Brilliant. Hopefully you're only still able to see my slides, right?
Yes, can still see.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that I was only showing my slides.
Yeah, right.
It'd be kind of embarrassing if I tried to show something else there. Pick from work drive. Ah, yay, the MP4 is there. Awesome, so that will work. So let me download this video that you have here. Throw that into Telegram desktop. And don't worry, I have a very fast connection, so this won't take long.
Nice.
It's nice having a 1 gigabyte connection.
It is, yeah. When it works.
Well,
I know you
it
have
is
the highest speed.
but what do you expect? Oh, sorry, it's Cox Communications. What do you expect?
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's come back over here to this one and new file, upload file, and Telegram desktop.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Welcome.
All right. Philip still sounds like he's dying.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, I want you to go to sleep so we don't have a dead dev, you know?
I'm not dead yet. I've survived worse than this.
You sound
I
horrible,
have.
man. That's all I got to say.
Who says I'm going to be talking a lot today? I'll just be controlling the AMA. You and Chris can hash it up this time around.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have 26 people in here. Hello to everybody that's in here. Boy, have we had a busy day. Oh my goodness.
What is the progress on the update going on
I'll
there?
be updating the website here in a second with our progress. We ran into a technical snafu, but we solved it. So now we're just picking up where we left off.
Yeah, we just got off of a 3-hour call. Longer for Philip, but we gave him some time off to go sleep and then come back.
Yeah, like
1 hour.
Fine.
It wasn't long.
I slept a little bit. So we need to get front end is already online. Just need it to and we have to do this within the time constraint that Raj has too, because they have run out of power over there in India due to a major thunderstorm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. So that was a problematic thing that we also had to deal with. But I tell you what, it is 35 after. We have 30 people in here. Hi. And Daniel's here. Jose is here. Kelly. Hi, Kelly. And Glenn is here. Raymond's here. Bijo is always here. Nick is here. Oh, look, it's Chris. Hi, Chris. SoMee Fax is here. Who else is here?
That's all Daniel memory.
Ian's here. Yeah. Yoram is here. Leanne, Crypto, Nikolai, Alonzo, Andre, CC, Glenn. Monis. We haven't seen Monis in a while. Monis is here. Janice is here.
Bonus.
France is here. Hi, France. Hi, Jose. Madam AK, who never misses one of our things, is here. Hi. Ravi is here. This is Tiago. So we've got a lot of people here today, which is wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and start the broadcast. You want to do it with the video, Chris?
Sure.
Awesome sauce. So let me share materials, pick from library, and we're going to share this video with everybody. Pick and apply. And it says session material is in progress. Okay. While that's in progress, did you want to say anything to anybody?
Yeah, just welcome everybody. Really glad that we could all have another AMA. We've got a lot going on, so we have a lot to share today. Of course, it is the Memorial Day weekend, so I know we were going to, we have a slide queued up for that as well. I don't know if we want to start off with that, or if you're gonna share the video first.
I think it's after the itinerary.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Let me go back over here. Ta-da! Welcome to our beautiful slides, everybody.
Welcome,
And
everybody.
there you go.
Hey, yeah, just remember and honor. Actually, Philip, you were in the military, so
Yeah, I was in the United States Air Force, served over in 9/11 in Afghanistan. We lost a lot of my friends over there. I honor them every year, and we've got friends that we lost on the USS Cole when it was exploded, and a few other people in Kabul. So, I mean, Memorial Day is a very important day for me because it allows me to get back in touch with a lot of people that we may have lost touch with that are veterans, and the close family members that we can talk to that we may have lost, visit gravestones, which, believe it or not, this year we can do via remote. Arlington has little drones that go around to go to the grave sites, so you can still pay your respects. And yeah, it's a very big day for everybody.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we just want to thank all the veterans and all the family members and everybody who have lost loved ones in the military, and for those who served. So thank you, Philip.
And then let me take a look at the status of our sharing of our material. I guess we're going to do it the other way, Chris, because it's still converting the other one. So are you ready?
Oh, it is. Okay, sure.
Can you see it?
Yeah, looks like a rocket about to launch.
All right, here we go. Let me know if you can hear it.
All right.
Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was a nice one. But did you want to say anything about that one?
Yeah, so that one is just like a quick promo video for 6221. Obviously, it's the Saturn release of the SoMee advertising token, and we're going to live stream the release of it with BitBoy Crypto live at 2 p.m. Eastern on BitBoy's channel, so on YouTube. And I think that may even multicast. I don't know, Aaron, will it multicast to other platforms or just on YouTube?
I'm not entirely sure what Ben's doing. I know that. Well, I mean, obviously, I mean, everybody knows now that I work with BitBoy. TJ doesn't like using the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So
no TikTok, everybody.
Maybe, I don't know. He might make an exception for it. I don't know. I mean, I'll talk to him and everything, but
so just click on the YouTube link and go to BitBoy's channel, and we'll live stream this. But we're very excited for this SoMee advertising token just to go live and get it out there in preparation for the release of our ad share platform.
Right.
So lots in the works here.
Yeah.
We have one more video to share too.
I was just going to say, just so everybody knows, Ben was a supporter of the project since 2019, the end of 2019. And kind of what happened was I ended up working with him. He needed a researcher, and somebody in our community connected me to Ben, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
And I've been working with him. So he is very much involved with this project. He does believe in the project, and he's here for the right reasons, and that's in regards to censorship, and he's sick of all the censorship just as much as I am. So yeah, that's.
And
And
he's
I
with
just
us
wanted.
on the overall mission of redefining social media for privacy control and monetization, anti-censorship. So, guys, that's really why we're doing this. I mean, it's great that everybody can earn on the monetization levels, but Ben especially is really passionate about having freedom of speech, and we really
Right.
want to do this in a way where more community is involved in moderating their own content. We don't want to be the arbiters of truth, or creating tricky algorithms to kind of shadow ban, or do different things. So it is really important that we get this out there. And Ben has been huge. He's been a great supporter. So just want to.
Yeah, and again, I mean, he supported the project since 2019. And that was before we worked together and everything. So I mean, I just wanted to put that out there that he really is on board with this project, and he believes in the project and what we're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah, and
So
Crypto Crow, even like this last week, got totally nuked off of YouTube, and
yeah,
it was just there was no ability to appeal. I mean, that's his livelihood. He's got a pretty big channel as well,
right.
and both Crypto Crow and BitBoy are advisors to the project, and that was tough to see. That it's just his channel was yanked, and he didn't even know why.
Yeah, and I mean, I talked to Jason as well after all that happened, and I helped organize, protest against that with various different influencers and everything. And I just want to let you guys know that all these guys, they're my friends, and we're in cryptocurrency together. So I mean, when people get censored like that, it really bothers me because it comes out of nowhere and it kills people's livelihood. On Facebook years ago, I had a friend who lost his Facebook page and he lost his website, his news website. Not going to say what it is because I don't want to put him out there like that. I do like to stay confidential to some degree, but he lost his Facebook page, and then immediately after that, all of his revenue, and the guy went homeless, and that really it really pisses me off, and it touches me because Facebook has no idea, and all these big social media companies have no idea what they're doing when they take away somebody's livelihood and revenue, and all of a sudden, overnight, you could be out in the street because you don't have your platform that you build up over the years that you depended on, and all of a sudden you don't have that to put out your content and make money off of it, and it's not right. It's not right what's going on. It's not right what happened to Crypto Crow this week, and others. I mean, I talked to Crown Crypto as well, and I mean his whole entire Twitter page is just censored. And all he's doing is just posting his content and trying to get his content out there, and it just pisses me off.
Right. Yeah. So, guys, I mean, we have a really deep mission here. We want to really get a new social media platform to market, which we've been working on for quite a while, that really empowers creators and gives them the control to continue to create their content. That's not to say that other people may not want to consume that content, but we as an operator, we don't want to be creating situations where that channel gets unplugged. Our vision is that everybody can moderate all the content that they want to consume. If you don't want to consume content from a channel, you don't have to. Now, there is going to be illegal content or content that that's not appropriate for like we're not a porn network. So if somebody were to post that and we were to limit that exposure on our main network, that's something that we have to deal with. Or there's scammers that are doing different things, or copyright infringement, things like that. Those are things that we that are just things that you moderate. But just to shut down somebody's channel with no option to appeal, no ability to continue to earn money or continue your livelihood with no reason is just something that we want to get away from and create a different situation where it's
I also want to note too, Chris, that Crow is back on YouTube, so I do want to note that they did eventually unsuspend him without any email, without any communication at all. They just unsuspended him.
And the problem might be too, sometimes these large platforms that they have this artificial intelligence engine that inadvertently does these things. We don't know exactly what's happening from the technology standpoint, but those are real problems that, to have it shut down and then turn back on suddenly and not to know anything it's super disruptive. So anyway, guys, without getting into too much of a rant, we appreciate BitBoy. We appreciate, our vision and all the supporters that we have. It means a lot. So Philip, go ahead and cue up that next video, because this is
I'll be right back, guys.
Our breaking news. Okay. It's our breaking news video. So without further ado, I'll hand it off to the puppets.
Can everybody see the video?
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Breaking news! A trip to Saturn!
Okay, I'm going to pause it here because Chris, you're not muted.
Oh, sorry.
Has now been scheduled.
Did you know that Saturn is named after the Roman god of wealth?
Yeah, Saturn's astronomical symbol represents the god's sickle of harvest.
I wonder what Satoshi would think of that.
You mean Satoshi Nakamoto, creator of Bitcoin?
I think Satoshi would be satisfied to know that we're all stacking sats.
Yes, satisfactorily so.
Satchelfuls of sats. Time to fill your puppet bags.
Is that a Saturnism? Well, it is certainly cause for a total sat-ammonium. The sun rising is here.
So when is Sat launch?
Saturday, 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 Saturday.
Well, actually, Saturday trip to Saturn is Wednesday, June 2nd, when Sat goes live on Uniswap.org. So make sure to watch the live stream countdown on BitBoy's crypto channel and get there early to stack those sats.
All right.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
All right, get there early to stack those sats, everybody. So a couple of fun promo videos to kick it off. So without further ado, next slide. So project status, I think, is the next one, which, we have
we have a lot here this time. We usually only have 3 things here.
Yeah, we've got a ton going on. We've been in super speedy development, tons of new features that were integrated. Of course, I don't think a lot of people were able to see that yesterday because we immediately went into a site migration that we nicknamed the Great Migration. And we've been basically working on that. Our Philip and team have pretty much worked through the night into the morning today, working on the site migration. But the features and what we actually integrated, I don't know if you want to put that new, yeah, there we go, are the short video clips. So as you can see, Philip's on the our development test site, that basically is showing the features. So the short clips are live, and so once the migration is complete, and you guys see the new platform up, we'll have the short video clips up there that you can start to use those features. Yeah, I mean, it's not totally fully deployed yet. So there's like other things like filters and even video chat and some other functionality that will come as that all rolls out. But right now, it's the short video clips that you guys can start to use as far as the feature updates. I know that we had groups, we had companies; those were fully rolled out. We have a chat engine that's coming that will be encrypted chat that is going to be rolled out. So that didn't get into this release, but we had quite a few different features that rolled out into this release for the feature updates. So we were really happy with that. And then accessing the old site will be moved to archive.somee.social, so that there's always a record of the content of your old wallet, everything that you would need to access for that site. It is read only, so you're not going to be able to actually post content further on there, but you'll be able to access all the content that you need to. And you can mainly, check your wallet there if ever needed to do that, or if you ever needed to, just see any records there. So we wanted to leave that up. And then once the wallets are up on the new SoMee.social, so basically we've replaced SoMee.social with the beta.somee.social. So the new build that we did, that is a super nice build with React Native and with all of the new features and the short video clips and everything. Now that's going to become SoMee.social. And that kind of sets us up to complete more features there, and also connect the new blockchain so that everybody can get back to the regular use of the site for content, upvoting, and earning rewards and accessing their wallets and everything like that. So it was a lot of work, and it's still ongoing. And thanks to Philip, he left quite a nice record of where the status was, kind of time date stamped as of even this morning for the migration. So you guys can check that on the dev blog if needed.
And right now, we're currently working on getting the SoMee.social back online. We did run into a technical snafu, but we solved that. Not an issue. It took us a few hours to get it going, though. But that's been resolved, and our DevOps team in India is currently working on getting the backend completely online. So once that's done, we'll be able to flip the switch on SoMee.social, and you guys should be able to use it hopefully within the next hour or two.
Exactly. So thanks to the team and all the hard work, because everybody worked around the clock to everyone from our DevOps team that's located offshore, to our Monica team, to Philip, and everybody working around the clock to make this as fast as possible to get it back up. So I think a few more hours and everybody will be able to log on and start to see the new features that were rolled out. Okay, so important update for the beta members. So all of the thousands of people that created accounts on the beta members who joined after March 1st will be required to recreate their accounts on SoMee.social. Or if you want to wait for our migration to complete, it may take us another couple days to move all the records over. So if you actually try to log in on the new SoMee.social in a few hours, and you had created an account on beta.somee.social after March 1st, it's going to ask you or prompt you to recreate a new profile. If you don't mind doing that, you certainly can, or you can wait until your record. So you can test that just by simply using your email and password to try to log in. And once that record's been moved over fully, it will obviously recognize your account. So it's just going to take us a couple more days to do that. So all the post data will eventually be migrated over as well, but it is a slow process. And once migrated, all the posts, comments, user accounts will be matched up and ready to go. So it's that's why we call it the great migration, because there was just a lot of work to do.
Indeed.
So, short video and the caveats for this update. With the short videos, they'll let you share up to 3 minutes for your own stories. The filters, like I said, are not enabled yet. So you won't be able to do filters initially with this initial rollout. And you'll see any of your videos or any of those who you follow, their short videos as well when they post them.
There are some caveats associated with this that we are working on. Most importantly, right now, because of how AWS and MP4 files work, Firefox and Brave are not supported for the short videos, but that's going to be fixed within the next day or two. We just have to create another migration that allows us to say, hey, look, if it came in on Firefox or it came in on Brave, or it's this type of format, then we can go ahead and convert it. So that's a minor thing that we're fixing so everybody can use it. Mobile web also currently isn't supported, and it's not supported because of Webrtc. Webrtc is that web framework that we use for real-time communication. And right now, Webrtc and MP4 isn't that friendly with mobile web. However, we do have a solution for it that we are putting into place, and it will be available for you to use on mobile web by the end of the month. And then iOS is not compatible with Webrtc natively. If you guys have ever used an iPhone device and you tried to use Webrtc, it was a very difficult experience for you. It still is. Apple does not make it easy. But we do have a solution that we're building in for that. We're actually building a custom viewer and custom application that allows us to do the short videos directly on the iOS. But for right now, if you want to use it on the web, you can use any browser that is natively supporting of what we call VP8 and VP9 video. That is Chrome, any Chromium-based browsers, Edge, which is the latest version of Edge. As long as they, are browsers that can create standard compliant videos, they will work. But, give us a few days and we will get thoroughly the Firefox and the Brave side of the house working on those short videos.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks for the update.
And here's everything else that we updated.
Yeah, groups and companies are operational now. Albums, photo pages can now be used for your profiles and groups. We've added support to pictures on comments, so now you have the comments. Are those linked yet? All the comments on the photos?
No, not yet. We decided to postpone that probably till mid-month. We did come across a design issue that we didn't really like with unlimited comments. As you guys know, comments are threaded. And if you look at how Facebook does comment threading, it's very confusing. And if you look at how Twitter does comment threading, it's even more confusing. And technically, nobody really has solved the question of how to do comment threading correctly without breaking the conversation change. Twitter, if you want to see everybody's review, you have to look at it, click the reply button, see the reviews, click back, click on the next one, click reply. It's a lot of clicking just to be able to read on Twitter. As far as Facebook goes, you get to see the first few reviews, the first few replies to the comments, and then everything else is mentions. So if you have a lot of conversation on there, it's very difficult to see where the conversation's going. And LinkedIn's like that. Pinterest is like that. Most of the other social media sites are like that. So we didn't like the design. So we decided we're still going to do unlimited comments, but we're going to revamp the design so that it's a lot easier for you guys to follow where those comments are actually linked up and where the conversation's going. And we have a great design for it. Our team spent some time on it. Our marketing team spent some time on it. Me and Aaron had some rather spirited conversations regarding it.
You know, that's a great way to put it.
And so now we have
It's all love. It's all love, Philip. But I mean, like, if I see something that I'm like, I don't like the way that looks, I'm gonna speak up about it because you know, like. Yeah.
So, but that will be implemented here shortly. But right now, that's not in this release. You can still do your comments, but they will just be one in line, and you'll be able to just mention people and all that good stuff. But you won't be able to reply to a comment right now. You can just keep replying to the same post, just like we've been doing.
Exactly. So, and then just all the other feature updates that came in with the account creation. I guess that I didn't get a chance to test it, but Philip said it was super smooth.
I just tested it with Raj today. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said it just was really clean the way that the devs rolled that out. So it's really nice to have that done. Obviously, adding CoinGecko logo for our favorite coins. That's where we pull the information from. We partnered with them, and really glad that we could do that and recognize CoinGecko on that part of our site. And it's nice to have that where you can just track kind of your favorite coins right on your profile. You can see their status every day when you log in. So it kind of saves you some time. We have an added maintenance page, and then user status, online, offline, live status that shows on the profile, right?
Actually, I can show you that. Let me share my
slide
screen
are we
again.
on? Because it just.
I just stopped your sharing, so you shouldn't see anything other than my screen.
Okay.
So can you see my screens?
Yeah.
So do you guys see here where it says Marfil LLC and it's got this nice little green circle?
Yep.
That's my online status. I don't think anybody else is online right now because we're on the dev account, but that's my online status. And so we added the online status right there. And also up here, you get the online statuses as well. And you'll now see that you have the preview of the person's image. You have different color alerts as well, which I can't really show you because I don't have that many alerts. Or maybe I can do show all. You have different color alerts. So there is a follow request. Here's a comment. And you can also click the person's profile, or you can come over here and click and go straight to the post. That way it's a lot easier for you to navigate. So we made a lot of major changes here.
Nice. Nice.
And then as far as groups go, you can now see all of your groups like you could before, but now you can more than just see the groups. You can go to the groups, you can leave the groups, you can comment in the groups, you can have fun. Same thing with companies. You can see your
create
company.
groups and companies now?
Yeah, you can create a company if you wanted to come over here and create your own company, add your information, logos and whatever. Same thing with groups. If you want to create a group, just click create group and you can create your group. Not an issue at all. You can see groups that you may like or that you've been invited to. Quickly hide a group that you're not interested in. Like I'm probably not interested in 2600 as I don't know what that is, so I'll hide it. And I won't ever see that group. But if there's something that I am interested in that I want to join,
2600 magazine.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to hide it.
No, come on. You're in the InfoSec community, and you don't know what that is?
Of course I know what it is. Shut up. I haven't had sleep. Give me a break. And so let me come over here to AI Investors, and we'll just click join. And now I've joined that group, and that appears for me in my lists of groups. You could also send out invitations if you have invitations. If you've got people that have invited you to groups, that appears under invitations. I have not been keeping up with my invitations. Look at this. I've got all these invites and I haven't accepted any of them. That's just sad. And then photos also work now. For example, you can come in here and create a photo album like, cats. And so now I have a photo album about cats. And
but you don't have any cats.
I have a cat. What are you talking about? I have a cat. But so you can share that cat photo and all that good stuff. But I'll go ahead and end the screen share there.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that.
And let me go back to the slide. So yeah, we added a lot of stuff to there. That all works. And then, of course, your user status online and offline. It's live. We have a new microservice that shows you that information live without an issue. And then, as you saw, the post notifications too. So yeah, good job. Good stuff. Now, you probably did notice that we did not mention anything about live video calls or live chats. And the reason for that is because of a technical issue that we found on AWS with how we were going to do the implementation of live video calls, as well as the implementation of live video chats. We do have it coded, we do have it tested, but we're not happy with the delay that we're seeing on it. So what we're doing is we're fixing part of the infrastructure and 2 parts of the design. And I'm going to try to convince the team to get that out to us mid-month, so 2 weeks from now. So if we can do that, then we'll have live video calls and live chat 2 weeks from now instead of at the end of the month. That's my goal.
Okay.
All right. So those are the only 2 features that we weren't able to put into this release.
Yeah, there was a big release, and I know the team worked really hard, and they were going 24/7. So really appreciate everybody's hard work.
All right, let's go
There's no post video as well. You forgot post video.
Well, this is known, as we already had a conversation on. We were going to do live video on live calls first and then code the post videos. And there's a reason for that. With short videos, as well as the live videos, we're giving you the ability to save those videos and convert them to posts. But in order to do that, we needed to get these things done before we do the post videos. So,
what's the target date for the post videos?
We will most likely have that done by the end of this month.
Oh,
This next sprint. That's our goal,
Great.
at least.
Okay.
That's on our backlog for this one. But like I said, we had to build the building blocks first because, guys, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but SoMee.social is a social media platform. We're not YouTube.
Yeah, we need the framework for it first to actually, host, produce, and code. All that stuff behind the scenes for the videos pretty complex.
That's going to take us about 2 weeks to get done because that's what we're working on next. But here's the great thing is, once that's done, whenever you guys upload a short video, whenever you guys upload a video from your post, whenever you guys save one of your live videos to your photo albums and things like that and share it, all of those will get automatically converted over to whatever video platform that somebody views it on. And it's pretty fast. So it's supported across all browsers and all platforms by the time we get done. So that just takes time to get up and running. But at that point, you guys will be able to put your own videos just like on YouTube, on your Facebook pages, on your SoMee.social pages, and you'll be good to go.
Perfecto.
And then I was just going to say, but we are going to have long video like YouTube style, and then a video center that we discussed, right?
Well, yes, that is being built in as well. I don't have a time frame for that because those are additional features on top of what we're building. But yes, we will, A, turn on post videos, B, turn on saving your short videos and sharing them on your news feed, and saving whatever videos that you like into your media album. And then we're also working on whatever you post a video on your timeline. Those can be saved into your photo albums if you so choose. So those are the things that we're working on as the framework. And then we're working on the video center after that so that you guys can just click videos and see all the videos that are coming in, just like the short videos, and unifying that experience. So yeah, it's a long process. But guys, when it comes right down to it, the video side of the house is just as big as the social media side of the house, and that's a lot of work.
Right.
Understood.
But with the video side of the house, users will be able to search just as they would on YouTube for a video using keywords, right?
Yeah, I mean, eventually anything that we want to integrate for search or for videos or filters, we can implement. It's just going to take.
Yeah.
Right.
We're also implementing AWS tagging as well. We do have the ability to run the videos through an AWS encoder to create them to other outputs, and then an auto tagger to say the AI looks at the content inside of the video and says, hey, this is a cat, this is a dog, this is, whatever the main tags are going to be on there. And then it helps to auto tag those, and it'll suggest those tags to you. You can remove or add whatever tags you want, so that when people are searching for your videos, if they search for, orange cat that likes avocados, little search videos that contain all those. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like the example though.
I appreciate it. I couldn't think of anything. It was going to be something dealing with orange cats or brown gorillas, whatever. But this next one is for you, Aaron. So here's your slide.
All right, I had to unmute myself. I muted myself afterward.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we are working on various different campaigns right now. The major one, or one of the major ones, I should say, is surrounding the BitBoy crypto live stream release of SAT. And, then we're going to have the marketing for the pools for staking ONG for SAT. And we are working with various different influencer groups and networks. And one specific influencer network is getting ready to kick off a small marketing campaign. And we're going to have bigger campaign pushes in June and major campaigns in July.
Also, this month in 2 days, Chris, we have another marketing campaign kicking off with a few influencers. We had made some agreements to do some of those. So like I said, guys, when it comes to marketing,
yeah, we have press releases getting lined up. We have, we're working with one of the top and biggest blockchain PR firms in crypto that is now going to be working with us moving forward. So there's a lot of things in the works that you'll start to see. Obviously we have like 70 commercials a month now that are running on Bloomberg, Fox Business, different networks out there that are going through our other media partner. There's just, my sister called me up the other day, and she's like, I just saw somebody talking about SoMee on the news channel I was watching. So it's kind of cool to see that this is getting out there now, and that our marketing is starting to kick in. So this is all designed to build, our PR, to build the brand, and to continue to get us out there as we solidify all the features on the scalable platform, and as we roll things out to really build the momentum for a really official and big release. This is obviously what we always wanted to do with our previous platform, but we had scam developers that gave us the inadequate code.
There you go, Chris. Using blowing up scammers.
So scam inadequate developers that gave us inadequate code. And by the way, I don't think these guys are coding anymore. They've kind of like shifted gears. We saw them the other day on a platform where they were talking about how they're Amazon architects now. So I don't think they could make it in the coding world. But with that said, I'm so glad that we put that behind us, and that we have actually a really ultra scalable code base. It's just all about now delivering you guys the features that are expected in a social media platform and desired, and all the usability and functionality and user experience, making it super simple. And then also connecting the new blockchains that we have coming with those partnerships and integrations. And all the while, behind the scenes, the marketing is building, and so it'll be the official kickoff that we've always been wanting.
And I wanted to piggyback on that as well, because one of the most common questions and complaints that we get is, we have all the other blockchain companies that are coming out there, and they do their hype and marketing before they launch and all that good stuff. And that's true. Hyper did it, and Carbon did it, and many of the other sources did it as well. That's not SoMee. And the reason why those other smaller projects could get around doing that is because they're not as big as SoMee is. And we have so many partnerships and so many influencers and so much reach around the industry that it would be detrimental to us to overhype at this point. So that's why we do things very slowly when it comes to the marketing side. We build the base, we build the relationships, we get those influencers, we plan the campaigns, and we kick off the campaigns in a deliberate way, which is the one thing that we need to do. And Chris, you met with a rather special marketing team that deals with blockchain, and they reasserted the same information to you, that for a project as big as SoMee.social, jumping into marketing right now would be a massive mistake because it would severely hurt our reputation and us as a whole. That's why we do things slowly as a team.
Yeah, we're not here just to create hype, and we don't want to create hype. We want to we start to build up really quality and very thoughtful marketing that builds us. And then at the time that we are actually going to release everything, then we have a huge, marketing push. So we'll build everything up to that. And it's been great, having the partnerships and how things have developed over the years. So we're really thankful. And with that, with partnerships, I will announce that we recently just partnered with Pantera Advisors. Obviously, Aaron loves this brand because it involves cats, large cats with the ability to roar. So these guys are growth and liquidity for business, and basically creating, very, very expert Alejandro Cremades and Michael Severinson basically have a long history and a depth of experience with capital and liquidity. And Alejandro also has a huge podcast where he interviews founders of in every industry that are startup founders. So very successful individuals. We're really happy and thankful to have them as advisors, and I'm working with them hand in hand on. We've already done intense and very detailed like projections and financial modeling and things, but they're even taking it a step further, and also helping us kind of smooth some things out or polish things up for our next round of investment. So it's always good to have that in the pipeline as at the executive level. So these guys are really great with Pantera, and you can check them out on PanteraAdvisors.com if you want to know more. Another partnership that we have, and this is really going to make especially our Venezuelan community happy, because I promised several individuals in our community, our Latino and Venezuela communities, that we would find solutions that met the needs for their geographical location, because our other financial partner unfortunately didn't include Venezuela for the ability to cash out for some reason. I don't know why, but Tipalti does. So we went ahead and did a special agreement with Tipalti. They also have all kinds of suites of services that actually take care of like global remittance for us. They're a licensed money transmitter. They're in 190 countries, 120 currencies. They have 6 payment methods. They have all kinds of, screening and compliance things. So for us, it makes it really easy for them to handle a lot of this for us. And with that, they allow the folks in Venezuela to also cash out and to select cash out methods. So what you'll be seeing is when we roll out the new wallets and the new blockchain integrations, you'll be seeing inside of your wallets the ability to enter your information, and then you'll be able to have a selection of choices, and that basically goes through a secure system with our partner Tipalti. And we're really thankful to have Tipalti on board. We did have them in one of our first iterations of our platform, and so we've been partnered with them before, and so thankful to have them integrated as well into our new system.
And now, Chris, when we say global, we're not kidding when it comes to global. Let me ask you a question. You're not allowed to look it up. How many countries as of 2021 are there in the world?
As of 2021?
Yeah, how many countries are there in the world?
How many countries in the world?
Don't you dare look it up. I know what you're doing. You're going to Google. Look at that sheepish smile. There are 195 countries in this world.
Wow. Okay.
And look how many countries Tipalti can do.
Yeah, 190. So that is quite amazing. I knew it was close to that number, but I didn't know that they
What
have
are the
coverage.
What are the 5 countries that they don't cover?
OFAC countries.
Okay,
does
so
that mean?
OFAC are those like sanctioned countries?
So Iran.
If you want me to give you the list, I can give you the list.
Yeah,
Currently
please.
sanctioned countries are the Balkans, Belarus, Burma, the Ivory Coast, Cuba, the Dominican Republic of Congo, Iran, Iraq, Liberia, North Korea, Sudan, Syria, and Zimbabwe.
That's more than 5.
Yes, they
that's
still
like 10.
support some of those countries. However, some of the remittance in those countries have significant restrictions.
Okay.
But there are certain countries that are on that OFAC list that they do not even come close to serving, because they're completely sanctioned. They can't be serviced by anybody.
Beautiful. Yeah, so thank you for bringing that up. So it does give us a really awesome global footprint, and they handle so many things for us where people can fill out the W-9s, submit the W-8s, and it helps us just from a standard of meeting IRS standards and taxes and all that stuff. It just streamlines the entire process for us. So we really, we're big on just making sure that we have all the systems in place so we can scale and automate as much as we can to make it as easy for everybody so we can all be successful together. So,
and we talk about all this scary stuff like the IRS and taxes and things like that. But when it comes to your guys' experience with this, as soon as you click on your wallet the first time, it'll literally ask you for the basic information you need, take you right over to the page to register and fill out the forms that you need to fill out, choose your tax form that applies to you in whatever country you apply to, and takes you right back to your wallet. It is such a seamless process that you guys won't even notice it. And none of that information is ever stored on SoMee.social. It's only ever stored between you and Tipalti, and it's never visible to anybody outside of that system. So security is like the number one thing there.
Exactly. And of course, our partner Skrill that we've already announced, we're really thankful to have that integration coming. That's still coming. So people will be able to choose Skrill as well. And also, they have tons of wallet holders already that they're going to be, I think, sharing SoMee to. So the relationship will go both ways, and their users can flood into SoMee and start to use the platform, and it all kind of goes hand in hand. So we're really glad to have Skrill as a partner integration that's coming.
Now, will Skrill and Tipalti be the payment processors for the G Fuel power up packages, or is that separate?
Well, it's separate.
Yeah, it's separate, but it really all depends on what country you're in. If you're in a country that is supported by Square, you'll still be using our primary payment provider to pay for those. However, if you're in a country that isn't supported by that, you'll most likely get picked up by Skrill for that. And then Skrill also gives us the ability to allow you to transact if you're in a country that Tipalti doesn't support. Like, Chris, what's the chance of that? But it'll allow you to pick up there so you can get your payments that way. And then once we have the agreements for the crypto debit cards and things like that, it'll allow you just to quickly, directly fiat off to that, and you won't have to worry about it. The whole goal here is that we want to give you guys the choice of who you want to use. And that is including on the blockchain side, when we do the various side chains from Hive to Cardano to Polkadot or whatever. Whenever we do all those side chains, it's your choice. Now, yes, there'll be some default options. So by default, anybody who earns anything on the system will be able to immediately cash out to cash via Skrill. That's by default. If you're not supported by Skrill, sign up with Tipalti right off of your wallet and just be able to cash out that way. So it's always a simple way for you to move forward if you've ever blocked by whatever regulations you have in your country. That's the whole goal of this.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one of our core values is the value of choice. So we really literally want to give you guys choice to be able to interact with the platform in a way that best suits you. So that really is, that's why we do all these things that we do and implement these different technologies, even though it is expensive and it's time consuming and it takes us longer, but ultimately it'll create a better experience overall for the community. So
Agreed.
thanks for being patient with us while we work through these things, everybody.
I know we've talked about it for like the last 4 AMAs that we have these partnerships. We just couldn't talk to anybody about these partnerships until now.
Yeah, they've been in the works, and we have to get the okay from everybody. So there we have it. So that's a lot of stuff that we announced today that we went over. It is at almost the hour mark, so it's time to open up for questions and.
And to that end, I wanted to ask Chris, since we had such a major update, we normally have 5 slides. We've had 16 today. Is it okay that if we do the question and answer for another 30 minutes?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So with that said, though, I'm going to turn this over to you and Aaron. As you can hear, my voice is already wavering. So I'm going to stop talking. If there's a development question, let me know. I'll chime back in. But for right now, I'll leave the comments and questions to you guys.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn you into the presenter so you can control.
Oh, great. Yeah, I was going to say maybe I can share my screen and do all that.
You want me to read the questions and then you answer them?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Michael Harold asked, do we have any company revenue projections per million daily active users?
Yes. Let me see if I can actually share a screen. So you might be able to see my screen, but yeah, we do. We have all kinds of scenarios and projections out there. We actually project that over a course of 5 years. Now, the numbers get rather big as you can see. So we actually kind of reduced the numbers and the projections. So like, we used to say that like year 1 we could get like a couple million users, and now we kind of put that out to year 5. Does anyone really think it's going to take us 5 years with the influencers that we have and everything to get 2 million users? Probably not, but it's best just to be conservative. So we kind of project that over the 1 to 5 year period, that from year 1 to year 5, it'll eventually go up to a 12% freemium to premium conversion rate. So these are our power up packages, and then we project a minimum amount of ad revenue. So it does give us some projections there that you can see.
Well, I think with Skrill plus one influencer alone, that that whole 2 million number can be knocked out of the park within a matter of probably a few months.
Yeah, once the platform is really ready, then we can scale a lot of users.
Yeah, then we can start marketing and pushing harder. I've been holding some people back. I've been holding websites back that are already on the platform and sharing SoMee and posting on SoMee, constantly putting their content on SoMee. Even though there's no rewards right now, they're building up their following on the platform.
Yeah, it's nice, to get a jump start, to get your profile,
right.
Get everything set up. We have a bunch of influencers coming in doing the same thing. They're creating profiles. They're getting, everything just kind of set. They're grabbing their links. They're getting approvals. They're doing that stuff. So once we say go, then everything will, scale rather rapidly.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm in the same mindset of that. So just let you guys know, because I do see some questions being asked in the chat. Please use the questions tab on the left and submit your questions there. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to get to them and see them. Okay, so Leandre Smith asks, what's going to happen with the old token ONG? Will SoMee do an airdrop to replace the old tokens with the new SAT token? How will all that work? If you would like to take that, Chris.
Will SoMee do an airdrop to replace the old tokens? Yeah. So we're not going to replace the old tokens with the SAT token. So the SAT token is the SoMee advertising token, which is just separate, and it was a launch to actually get ready to prepare for the actual advertising system that we're going to release called AdShare. And that's going to allow you all to interact with advertisers in a new way with brands, and the brands will also use that exclusively to pay for their campaigns. So that's going to be different from the new TBA token, which will be released for content, which is basically going to be a Hive-based token. So we took you from a Steam implementation to now a Hive-based token, and we are going to be airdropping the new SoMee token in place of any ONG. So that becomes the new governance mechanism. So we have SoMee that's coming with a new smart contract, and you'll be able to stake that to actually earn SAT. So if you guys want to stake the ONG or what will now become SoMee, you'll be able to swap those out go to a site. You'll be able to send in the ONG. It'll send you back all of the SoMee governance token, and you'll be able to stake that to actually yield farm SAT if you'd like to do that. And then as far as the other TBA token that's coming, which is a Hive-based, based on the elections that you made when we had everybody choose whether they wanted to just full cash out or to double down, we're going to issue those implementations, and we'll airdrop you double if that's what you selected. So we're kind of rewarding everybody for sticking with us through a long process here of migration. And that's how it's going to work. And then we'll basically, for those that selected cash out, obviously they'll be cashed out in the new token. Then they can, there's going to be like pre-set up ability for that token. Now they have connections to Uniswap and to converting into Ethereum. So you guys will have flexibility there of what you want to do from there, whether you want to just, convert it into ETH or whether you want to power that up on our network, with the same kind of mechanism where you could increase your voting power. So that's all going to be the same way on the network as far as how that all works.
So just to clarify, the Hive token is actually backed by Hive, right?
Yeah, it's a Hive-based token. So it's basically the way that I believe it works is that all of these different tokens are have usage within the Hive network.
Right, but I'm saying for the evaluation of the token, it's actually backed by the evaluation of Hive itself, right? That's how it works.
I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm not exactly sure. I believe so, but let me clarify.
If you're asking whether or not it is a Hive compatible token, yes. If you're asking whether or not it's a token that can be, I'm not quite sure exactly what you're asking, Aaron, on this one.
I don't know if it's pegged to the actual Hive
Right.
price.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
But I believe it's I believe that all the tokens that are being launched within this Hive engine are take on their own kind of ability to have a valuation. But as far as like converting those at any whatever the value is, they have a mechanism to now convert those onto Uniswap and to connect those to Ethereum. So there's all this kind of cross compatibility that's going on, cross chain.
Well, because when I talk to Dan, they call me Dan. That's what he kind of said to me, was that the Hive assets are backed by the Hive token itself. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but I'm not 100% on it.
Let's
Anyway.
clarify with they call me Dan a little bit more, so we can update the community on that on the next AMA.
Yeah, I can reach out again to. They call me Dan. I mean,
Okay.
he's pretty hard to get in contact with now because
Right.
Twitter censored him and everything else.
Aaron,
Okay, so,
I just sent you the documentation for it, so when you get time, just read it.
Okay. All right. Next
Okay,
question.
so next one. I don't know. I'm just projecting the next one. So if I just click next, Ravi asked with this 28th May release, is SoMee out of beta, and is it the MVP release? I would personally say no, just because
soft launch.
It's more of a soft launch, but I think that we need to actually refine a few more things before we actually consider it out of beta.
Yeah, correct. It's not technically what we would call an MVP right now. It's what we would call an RC. And she's a release candidate, so that's why she's sitting on SoMee.social. She's passed all the main QAs. She's got the basic functionality that we need as of right now. 85% of the social media side of the house is done, so she's in release candidate state. And at this point, we want everybody using SoMee.social because we have so much data sitting in beta that we need to migrate. And the longer it sits there, the more it's going to cause issues for us. And number 3, we don't need all these beta testers anymore. We are very, very happy that 3,750 people signed up for our beta, and they all signed up within about a month. That was brilliant. We were so happy with that. And all 3,750 people were able to log in, create their accounts, give us the feedback. We've got thousands of emails, thousands of things for our team to look at. We reviewed them, we answered those questions, took those feedbacks into questions, and that's where we have it right now. But we no longer need that beta testing avenue anymore, because we already have something that at least 85% complete. So right now we're in RC. By the end of next month, we'll most likely be approaching an MVP status for the social media side of the house. And by the end of July, we'll have a full MVP that we can fully launch for everybody to use, as we'll have the blockchain functions online for posting and voting. I mean, that's what our ultimate goal here is. But I would not call us out of beta at this point. We just have a release candidate at this point.
Right. Awesome. Thank you, Philip. Appreciate that. Are we on track for blockchain in July? Yes. Yeah, we, and that may change. I mean, we're on this development sprints that we're on, and, you always have these technical kind of dependencies, but as of now, we are. Those who filled the HODL form will receive 2x G Fuel. However, will 3x also be G Fuel or TBA? What happens to SoMee points which couldn't be converted into G Fuel? Blah blah blah. So any SoMee points that couldn't be converted into G Fuel will just be replaced and 1-to-1. Anything that was fueled up, as we said, we gave people the time to fuel up. That will automatically be 2x. And anybody who bought the packages, power up packages, they got actually 3x, which will then double. So they ended up getting 6x on those. So there's some people who did those packages that they already, they were as they bought those, they were reaching out to us, and then we were 3xing those. And then once we get ready to blanket 2x all the people who made those elections, the ones obviously that already got doubled from the package or 3x'd, it'll end up doubling. So it's like a 6x for them.
I love this next question.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and read that one. See.
Well, you just took it away from me, but I can't.
AC, has role-playing a cat humanoid affected your day-to-day?
The answer to that is no.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. No. Straight up. Glenn Budere, I solved the word puzzle regarding the scavenger hunt. What's the next puzzle? That's up to Philip.
Okay, so I don't want to reveal too much about what's been going on with me over the last few days. All I'm going to say is I got out of the hospital for a lung infection. So I haven't had time to work on the full puzzle. But starting Monday or Tuesday, I'll get back on with that. And then I'll be issuing a very challenging puzzle for you guys. It is a web scavenger hunt. And the prize, unless it's changed, Chris, the prize is still an SAT token address, right?
That's right.
And so you guys will be able to figure out some way or another, if you're really, really smart, what my puzzle means and be able to piece together an SAT private address, which will have some SAT in it for you. But please give me some time. I'm still recovering. As you can hear, I don't sound normal.
Well, actually,
Definitely.
it's going to have it's going to be an ERC20 address. It's going to have SAT card starters. Also, going to be throwing some in to the pool.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
You know, we could probably fill it with some ONG as well. You know, we can make this a pretty big prize for whoever actually figures this all out. Because as far as I've heard from Philip's ideas, he's going to make this one of the most difficult puzzles that probably has ever been on the internet.
I will give you one hint now, just because I'm a nice guy. I'm not sure if it's going to be a nice hint, but you take it as you will. And the only thing I'm going to say is this: don't trust every address you see. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, nice. So for those of you heard that, there's a hint, so it might help you solve the puzzle. Next question. Tipalti is open for Venezuela. Yes, it is. So that was the solution that we found. I promised some community members in Venezuela that we would find a solution for you all to cash out, and Tipalti confirmed that they allow people from Venezuela. Now, there may not be there may not be certain selections of payout options that they enable, but they do enable a core number of them. So that's the good news. What's the maximum you can cash out per day per person? What's the maximum, Philip?
250.
250.
Starting out.
250 per day per person. I may be wrong. I remember the Republic.co was mentioned for ONG company offering. Is that still in the works? Yes, it is. It's taken an incredibly long time to get Republic. Probably my fault more than anything, just because I am responsible for getting all this documentation together and working with all the different people. I mean, we had to work with attorneys. We had to work with, for filing the Reg CF filing. We had to work with accountants, CPAs, to doing like a gap review and audits of materials. And that's, multiple rounds of that. And then now we're working with a firm that is actually certifying it and doing the footnotes. So, while we're working on the campaign page. So with all that said, Republic.co is still in the works. We're really excited to be able to be accepted to feature our offering there. With that, you will all be able to go to the campaign page and actually invest in the actual company. So that is a plus. So if you want to own the stock, I love what Republic.co is about, which is democratizing the actual investment into a company's stock. Because as you know, everything kind of rolls up to the value of the stock, and it's like, owning a piece of Facebook early on. So I think that could be quite exciting for people, and you can invest, I think, as little as $250 owning shares of stock in our corporation, One Name Global. So that's still in the works, and we're really excited to finally be towards the tail end of that. And I think ultimately it works out because they have like 800,000 investors on there. So they end up, marketing us to all of their core group of investors. And I think it'll line up nicely because then we'll have, some of these polished features, the sign up form and the new front page on SoMee. So when all of these people go to actually look and investigate the site, they'll be able to register and see a really nice implementation and have a great experience. So I think things lined up for the best. Which of all payment platform pathers will be the one they will use to SoMee and Venezuela? That would be Tipalti. and they have different choices that you will select, like wire transfer, PayPal. I think there's a few other ones that they give as options. When do you guys project that SAT token utility will kick in? Still in Q3 2021? Yeah, I would say still in Q3, possibly Q4. We like to, keep this a little bit fluid because we are on a certain type of development sprint that that kind of keeps us fluid. What's that sprint method they use, Philip?
It's called SAFE.
Called SAFE, so it keeps us safe.
A very appropriate name, don't you think?
Yeah, keeps us safe for our timeline. But yeah, we're targeting the release. We've had the ad share program done and in testing. It's just that we want to release it obviously naturally and then have the brand start to participate once everything is really flowing nicely on the platform.
Well, here's a good question here, because I know we were talking about it in private. Will SoMee be prematurely releasing any of the brand partners that we have ready to go? That's a question for me. That's not an actual question of the thing.
What is that? Can you repeat that?
I said, will SoMee start releasing press releases, say like in July, right? In July or August, will we start releasing press releases talking about our ad partners?
Yeah, I mean, quite possibly. Yeah, we would have to get
a certain company that I think would, yeah.
Yeah, we want to get the okay.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but
yeah,
I'll just say Brad slipped up in a call with me before and said it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and
I know you know what I'm talking about. A very big company. Well, I'll just say that much.
We do have, as Chris is aware, with our integrations, the ability to do press releases and automated press releases for our partnerships, as well as any posts that we make on our dev blog too. So when we do our announcements, we do have the ability to do that. But as you're aware, Aaron, and as Chris is also acutely aware, before we can ever do that, we need to get the permission from that partner. So,
Right.
and that process can take time. So yes, we want to, but we still haven't got that permission yet, because using somebody in marketing before their permission is granted could severely hurt the partnership.
Right. Yeah. Which
exactly.
is why I didn't say the name.
Exactly. Yeah. So we once we get all the approvals, and yeah, we'll be releasing plenty of updated news and press releases. Calvin Smith,
just say it's huge.
Calvin Smith, is there going to be a minimum staking period for ONG? We actually have a staking period set up in the contracts that we're about ready to release, which gives you the option of, I believe, 6, 9, 12 months and 7, 8, 9% APR on those different staking contracts.
I believe we also talked about adding additional timeframes if necessary, right? The longer timeframes.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, Michael Harold, awesome projection that 2 million users projecting 400 million in revenue based on a prediction revenue generation 200 per user per year. Yeah, so that's an average revenue per user of $218, which we projected. We actually had last year an ARPU of 1670, which was pretty good based on 35,000 users. So yeah, once we have all of the other features and then we have the higher conversion rates, that's how the numbers came out. So we'll obviously be able to track that carefully to see if we actually hit those ARPU numbers or if we actually...
This is a great question, the next one.
Okay.
I just saw it pop up.
Are you guys getting any sleep? No. Especially if he was up all night. I was up at 4:30 and I wanted to actually try to get to see my sister before they're visiting here locally at the coast. So I was going to try to scoot out there and then do the AMA from out there. But then I got on a 3-hour call with Philip doing the infrastructure stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, trying to get some sleep, obviously, Philip, that's what I told him. I'm like, go sleep. We'll get some backup from Annika and work with them on this infrastructure stuff. So we're all trying to help each other as much as possible, but it is super busy time. And, we are all really working hard for everybody.
To that end, I need to follow up on one thing and make a critical announcement right now. Our India team, there's a massive thunderstorm over their area, so it knocked out power. That's going to slightly delay our SoMee.social launch. We got to wait for them to get power back. I will do my best to step in and do some of the coding for them as well. But right now, that entire team is without power. But we will, as I said, I'll step in a little bit more, even though I haven't had a lot of sleep, and I'll do that coding and we'll get SoMee.social online as soon as we can. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's still being worked on.
Okay, thanks, Philip. I mean, even if we have to delay that a little bit, try to get some sleep, Philip, because you're in trying to heal up as well. So I think everybody would.
Yeah, don't kill yourself over this. But can we update the site and fix what we talked about before the AMA?
Maybe. We'll talk about that after this.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that after. How much do users earn from 1G fuel with 100% upvote? I know it fluctuates. It's going to be calculated automatically from Hive. So basically, previously on our previous system, we had a very, I would say, overly generous system. So it's not going to be quite as rich as that system, but we still have the ability to kind of, I think, set it to where it gives you all the opportunity to continue to earn very well on the platform for your content and likes. We also are adding other revenue streams, as we said, like the ad share revenue, working with brands and layering on other revenue opportunities with NFTs. And with this DeFi, kind of exciting DeFi element to the post level that will give you the opportunity to earn other cryptos as well. So with all that said, you will have to see exactly how it kind of calculates out, because we need to implement the blockchain, do some testing, and then we'll be able to answer that really accurately once we have everything set up on the Hive implementation. Will Skrill payout be active as soon as the blockchain? Skrill payout will be active very close to the blockchain. I'm not sure if it's going to be right in sync with it, but we have all the API information. It's just that we need to kind of logically roll everything out, and everything does take time and effort to do. Especially with the blockchain. So, but it'll be very close. Will the new Hive token have a limit to swap, like 250 limit? Thank you. Yeah. 250 per day would be the limit, and I think initially. And I'm not sure if there will be I'll have to double check on that as far as the swap, because I know that was through Skrill, if somebody wanted to cash out through Skrill. But
one of the main reasons why we made it 250, Chris, was so that we can keep it uniform across all the providers and across all of the token avenues. So 250 is that way, whether it's Skrill to Polly, whether it is going to be cashing out to swaps, whether it's going to be going to a sidechain, it's 250 a day.
Okay. Tough question. How will equity ownership compete with governance from OnG? Will there be a middle ground? Yeah, no, that is a tough question. But ultimately, the stockholders in the corporation will have special rights for, basically the way that our corporate governance is. And then the social media governance, with the governance is kind of a different thing. The way that it rolls out through the community and the choices that you all will be making with that type of like technological and governance of the communities and how it all kind of rolls out. So there's kind of two levels of governance. So you could technically own stock and then have, obviously our governance token and have the ability to kind of, participate in those different decision-making processes. But with our shareholder agreements and the way that we have that set up through our company, there is a different kind of level of governance there. And there's also eventually probably dividends that would be paid to our stockholders that would obviously be a benefit of owning the stock as well. Is there any ETA for staking contract? I think, Aaron, isn't it like a couple days away? Or a couple days after the 2nd? When they'll be...
That's not the... Okay, so that's going to be the audit. The audit's going to be done from what we talked to Omniasia. I don't know how to say the name.
Omniasia?
Yeah. Amnesia, whatever it is, whatever the name is. I mean, they're a partner. They audited the contract. That's fine.
A great auditing partner,
I just don't know their name. So they are finalizing the audit, and it should be done by Monday. And then we should have the pools ready probably shortly after, maybe before the SAT launch on June 2nd.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty close. So like right around the 2nd, 3rd, those staking contracts will be available.
Well, Prism, it all depends on Prism and how fast as they can code up the smart contracts for the pools.
How much
but we are ready for the migration of the ONG token to the SoMee token. And that's going to take place on the Ethereum blockchain. And then when Cardano is ready, we will also move over to having a token on Cardano. And we'll still have the Ethereum token for liquidity purposes, and also for people who want to use the Ethereum network instead of the Cardano network. But we are going to be moving things over to the Cardano network. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we are going to be building the main blockchain for SoMee on Cardano and then using Hive's engine, right?
Yeah. So depending on how everything kind of implements, of course, we have to test everything, but we believe that Cardano will be one of the most scalable blockchains, and obviously with literally no gas fees. So the huge benefit there is that there's going to be tons of liquidity moving over to Cardano. It's going to be like Ethereum 2.0. It's going to be fast. It's going to give us horizontal and vertical scaling, which is what we really need. So we can actually have our base blockchain established there with side chains that give people the flexibility to kind of interact with Hive and Ethereum and Polkadot and different things. So we'll have to see how that goes once they get done with all their battle testing. But that's, as of right now, that's what we're planning on doing.
Yeah.
We're also looking at Flow, which is a blockchain by Dapper Labs that is very scalable, and that is right now being used for is for CryptoKitties, and I think they have NBA Top Shots, which is a very popular application. And I would love to actually implement the Flow blockchain as well. So at minimum for the NFTs. So anyway, those are some of the things in the works. Guys, we only have time for maybe like one other question, one or two. Let's see. Madam AK, thanks Chris, Philip, AC for Devs for all the hard work and efforts for creating a brand new platform from scratch and looking for many ways to allow its users to earn from. Well done. Thank you, Madam AK. Really, really, really appreciate that. Let's grab one more. A
question about Republic.co. It said,
when will that offering be on Republic.co?
Yeah.
Basically, we believe like within a couple weeks it'll be ready. It just depends on wrapping up with the footnotes and the gap audit and all that stuff. But that's pretty much close. So, and then we have to get our campaign page ready, but we're close to getting that done as well. So,
And can we pre-promote that or no?
yeah. So once they give us the approval, the campaign page is all set, then we can start to promote it, and we'll have everybody share about it, and the influencers and everything. So it should go really well, and we'll raise even more capital there, and then we have the Pantera advisors that are helping us complete our Reg D raise. So Jamie Gold's out there. He's a wild card. He might raise us help us raise some capital. Who knows? But a lot of different things happening that are creating some opportunities for us. And of course, we're really thankful that we were in Card Starters Accelerator program, and part of their CAP program. So
yeah, and Natasha over there has been helping us a lot. So
it's huge, and they're a great team over there, guys. And there's a little bit of FUD going on Reddit and stuff that it isn't has nothing negative about. They're trying to create negative FUD, but Card Starter has been very successful. All of the projects that they've accelerated have done great things and have been very well established. And really what I like about them is that they take great care to structure each one of these accelerators with the tokens and things that it protects the community. So like even, they were supposed to have, I think, our kind of release schedule. We were hoping to have it by the AMA, but we don't have it quite yet. But they, even for the team, it's like released over 2 years. So, everything with SAT, for example, as we release this, is designed with anti-bot, mechanisms and different things to protect the community and to make sure that everybody, there's embedded liquidity. So we sliced off a big piece of our accelerator earnings to put into the liquidity on Uniswap. So
big piece is an understatement. It's 300,000.
Yeah. I like the fact that that they do all these things because they structure it, and that's why you see all of the projects that they've worked with, where they've even though it's gone up, it's not like a rug pull or a pump and dump. It's something that's very sustainable, that where they've settled down. So you may have had like a C3 Charlie 3 that did whatever 200x or whatever it was, and then it settled down at a specific rate, but it was still at like a 60x, and I like that. I like the fact that they do that. So same thing with Giro Wallet, and all of the projects are vetted, so they all want something with great utility. So that's why they selected us and selected SoMee, the advertising token that we released. So very exciting. So get ready for June 2nd. We'll release that with BitBoy, and thanks everybody for all your support. Thanks for the great questions, and thank you for joining us on another great AMA. Thanks to Aaron. Thanks to Philip. Philip, go get some sleep, please.
We'll get the SoMee.social online shortly, as soon as we can. If I got to get sleep first, I will, but we'll get it online as soon as we can. The India team is still without power, so we're kind of at a standstill on that. I will get the recordings posted for this AMA onto the dev blog when I wake up. We'll share the videos that we shared in here, as well as the questions and answers. You guys can look forward to that after we get the release online. Okay.
Everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend, and
Philip, just okay. You already no, you didn't. You still the SoMee Social at SoMee Social. It's not at SoMee Social. It's SoMee Official.
Okay. Whatever. Just text me and I'll change it.
Yeah, you guys just talk about the changes that you want on that, and we'll get.
Yeah, that's fine. I like I said, I just wanted to
now, guys. Let's
now you can go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
guys. Have a good one. Thank you.